am filming. It's nice to like have this in the videos too.
Real life?
Where we're like, we don't know what we're doing. It's
we're
raining.
Standing in the rain on a curb.
Okay, I guess we can go to a cafe and talk more.
I think we're gonna make it at least as far as like the outskirts of Oristano.
Okay,
all of us
do that.
together.
Yeah.
Let's go get another some espresso.
Yeah.
I don't want to leave you guys.
The four of us had just left the town of Boza on the west coast of Sardinia.
Our last day of cycling had been a challenge, but after a rest day, we felt like we were ready for the long climb up to a trio of villages known for their street art. Not a bad grade, but my legs are still feeling it from a couple days ago.
No bacon cheese. You don't want this hard food? It's like kind of
It's more
sweet
like a macadamia brittle.
and not that sweet. Good luck.
Good luck.
This morning we decided that the logistics of getting our boxed bikes from Cagliari in the south onto the train and then onto the ferry back to Barcelona in our tiny little cabins. Like, we just didn't know how we were gonna do it. So we just bought a flight from Cagliari to Barcelona. I think it'll be a lot simpler. But I think it caused a little bit of stress trying to make those decisions. I think it'll be good in the long term.
Navigating in these small towns was a challenge, and we had to backtrack a few times.
Whoa. Are those stairs? That's annoying.
That's what Kamut told us to come down. Thanks, Kamut.
Are you going down?
After miles of climbing, we enjoyed a long, slow downhill to the coast where we planned to find a wild camping site. Chris had spotted what looked like a wild area on the map, but when we got there, it turned out to be a pretty popular hiking area, and for good reason. Despite looking for about an hour, we didn't find anywhere that we felt comfortable setting up the tent. We always try and have a backup when wild camping, so we headed a little further down the coast towards a pine forest.
So it's about 6:30 in the evening, looking for a place that might be clear enough to set up a couple of tents and not surrounded by a barbed wire fence. Would be great. Ciao. 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 Yeah, don't. You'll ride right into it.
The world isn't built for bikes or for people who just want to spend a night outside. We use our best judgment, but sometimes we have to adopt a motto we learned from a more experienced touring couple in Turkey. Go until they yell at you. We could put a tent here.
Yeah. Not allowed to camp out here. Just rest your eyes.
Just resting our eyes, not camping.
How much do you want?
Garlic?
Yeah. I have
18.
Videos.
Oh, thanks.
Accept your friendship.
Oh, I can give that freely. Usually, if we take care to leave no trace, stay away from people's homes and crops, and act like we belong there, we don't get much trouble. But this way of living can be stressful sometimes. So we just did a little bit of cross country through this pine forest. That was also a golf course, which we don't actually know if it was like open and if we could go through there, but there weren't, the gates were all open.
If they ask, we're just looking for the cafe that's here. Go.
Okay.
That way.
Well, let's try going through here. Go until they yell at you. Nobody's yelled at us, so.
So we're just gonna disappear.
And it was the fastest way to get to this beach that we heard about that has white quartz sand. So that's where we're heading right now, is we're gonna go try and find one of these white quartz beaches. Now we're headed into a little town where we got a little guest house so we can get ready for heading up and over the mountains and to the other side of the island. And we have a tailwind. It's the best. I forgot to mention that this entire island smells like flowers. Maybe it's just May. I'm sure it's just May, but wish you could smell it. Kind of hard to put smell in a video. Probably good most of the time, but right now, really wish we could share this. Oh, this is Tharos. I forgot, Chris. This turn is that Roman city.
Shelley and Caroline went ahead to the guest house, while Hillary and I took a pretty long detour to the best preserved Phoenician city on Sardinia, with a stop at a Byzantine church on the way.
Hi, where are we?
Outside of the town of Tharos?
Tharos?
Tharos? They wouldn't let us in.
It was closed. Also, we gotta go over there now. It's dinner time, so. Over the last few days, Shelley and Caroline had been reflecting on the trip. Shelley had some concerns about the elevation profile in the days to come. In order to make it over the mountains in the time remaining, we needed to move quickly, and we'd be tackling steeper and longer climbs. Shelley felt she might enjoy this adventure more if she were able to rest and recover more fully. They talked it over and decided to take a bus partway over the mountains, leaving them more time to relax and explore the small villages along the way. It is raining. This decision was really difficult for Shelley. She shared with us that while part of her wanted to push through, she decided to listen to her wiser self and find a more gentle route. In the end, she and Caroline grew excited to piece together their own journey across the island and practice their navigation skills. The plan wasn't straightforward though, as the bus system in Sardinia was hard to navigate. And to make matters worse, our luck with the weather ran out.
It's a good thing we already have our rain jackets on.
We later talked to a local who said that Sardinia gets 10 days of rain a year, and lucky us, we got all 10.
A kind cafe owner let us spend way too much time in her shop while we tried to figure out the complex bus schedule, and she even walked with us to the bus stop to interpret while Shelley and Caroline finalized their plans.
We have like today, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday we'll check in and let you know what our...
See you in a few days. And then Chris and I were on our own again. Our first stop, the budget grocery store. Do you want to go? I can stay here.
Sure.
Do you want to make a plan? I've been sitting in the entryway to the Lidl grocery store for like, I don't know, an hour with the bikes waiting for Chris, and I just saw him through the window staring at, I think, a tomato for like a good minute. Maybe I should go into the grocery stores from now on. Tell me more.
They had way too many preserved meats and cheeses and things like that, and didn't have hardly any things that you would classify as snacks, at least not that I felt comfortable buying for you as snacks. I bought the fish you wanted, though.
Yay, I love
You're
that
welcome.
fish. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Back, Chris!
You like my cake? I wish they were with us.
I know, me too.
Ah. Until you run into a guardrail.
What is it?
I think that they buried a pipe or a wire or something. And back uphill.
My glasses are fogging up. They're off road.
Well, there's a big hole there.
We're doing it. It's pretty here.
Fight.
All clear.
We've seen one car. Look at those flowers.
Wow.
Hello, lady. We just went through a little town that had a pizzeria and a hotel on the map, and pizzeria was non-existent or something.
Well, this looks like a parking area for a pizza place.
But the hotel we called, and she was like, oh yeah, we could have it open for you, but it would be €100 a night. And it's just like a little bit more than we're willing to spend to get out of the possible rain. But it's currently not raining. I may have jinxed it. And so we're gonna try and find a place to camp. So we will let you know how that goes. Goodbye. Nurage. It's a giant pile of rocks. Rocks that used to be buildings, that's their jam. Doesn't look like we can get over there.
This is not the road to the Nurage, despite the fact that I thought it was.
Maybe it is. No? What's this? The road to the Nurage? Yeah. Yep.
Hey, Hillary.
What?
Where are we?
We are on a Nurage, which is an ancient structure that nobody really knows what it was for. Maybe it was a defensive tower, maybe it was a place where people lived. Probably both. It's just like a pile of rocks and it's hollow on the inside. You could sleep in there.
Yeah, there's a lot of room in there.
Yeah, but there's like ghosts.
Yeah.
Like ancient ones with like bronze axes.
These things are everywhere on the island, but this is the first one we've actually been able to explore and climb around and see up close at all.
We decided to cook dinner here and feel out whether we wanted to set up camp.
Tonight we are having gnocchetti, fresh pasta with mushrooms in oil, prosciutto, parmesan. I don't remember what else I bought. Grocery shopping was too traumatic. I had to block most of it out. Oh, and cherry tomatoes.
It looks kind of gross.
Yep.
But it smells so good.
All Italians would be horrified right now.
Parm.
What's the review?
It's actually pretty salty. It's really good. Since the spot seemed pretty quiet, we decided to put up the tent.
Soon after, we were treated to one of the best sunsets we had ever seen, which we enjoyed from the top of the ancient stone structure.
Such a ham. Still going.